Here we go. Hello and
Hello
welcome to.
and welcome to.
All right, they
All
can
right,
hear me. They can hear me now. It's
they
cool.
can hear me now.
Yeah, it's
It's
cool.
cool.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's cool.
I'll kick you from this call. yeah,
I'll
welcome
kick you from this
to.
call.
Hate you so much. Welcome to Hellscape Navigators. Um, we're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons. What'd you guys do last time? 2 weeks ago.
Probably fight with Thranton.
We smashed some rocks,
Mm-hmm.
and we fought a dude.
It was the genie was I think a lot long ago.
That was a few
That was a
times
little while ago.
Oh, that's right. I kept
we were
expecting us
cave
to
spelling,
fight a
King.
dude.
We were running through a cave. We were burning notes and freeing people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's right.
And we found a plaque with a bunch of names on it, and I very carefully popped spots with names, and it freed people. So then we just started smacking the hell out of it.
No, I'm pretty sure that was me.
I don't know. I mean, all that sounds
You
about
used
right.
your hammer. You used your hammer to smack things. Where did you get the hammer?
I took it from some dumb elephant.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's sort of the funny thing. All of this is actually right. You guys did wander through the Crypt of the Hell Riders, finish the exploration. You did burn some stuff and smash some names. See, I don't remember a lot of fighting, arguing with Thranton though. Only a little, not a
No.
ton.
Oh, we fought a bunch of mummies. That's what we fought.
You did. You did fight a bunch of mummies. I think that's it,
Well,
because
since
there were a lot of
wasn't a
mummies
lot
for you
last
guys to
time,
fight.
I guess we'll catch up this time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, probably. So, specifically where you guys left off, after you'd freed the ghosts, you were in a pretty big room with the two big memorial, or big memorial slabs. And you had smashed the crap out of them, gotten rid of all the names on them, and then as the ghosts had left and flown off and been freed, the there was a secret door that just kind of like cracked open off on the side. And if I could find that page,
If I remember right, I had started to push it open.
yes, and that is where we stopped. So, oh come on, where's the friggin' page? There's a map and everything. It should be real easy to find.
I'm going to introduce myself to this door while we're doing this. Hello, my name is Maleficus, and I am played by Ark.
The door says nothing.
Noticing that Maleficus is doing that, I will do the same. Hello, I'm Tom. Nope, other way around. I am Naoma, and I am played by Tom. Who's Tom?
Who is Tom?
I mean,
That was weird.
for the purposes of the introduction, you're Tom.
My name is Sean. I'll be playing Thranton, who's played by everybody.
See what you
Everyone is Thranton.
Let's see what you did there.
I am threatened.
Nope.
I am
It
the
is me.
game master, and I am played by Brian.
If that were true,
Time to swap spots.
All right.
There'd be some
That's what I'm hearing. We can just do.
No,
No, we're
Well,
not.
you gotta be careful.
We're not doing
He'll
that.
do that.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay.
No, we're not. We're not doing that. No.
I'm Clyde, and I'm being played by Brian.
Played.
Everybody being played up here. I mean, this
Yep.
is hell. Like, you might be.
I've been played.
Listen, we got tricked into saving a city. We've been played.
We've been played so hard.
Those people up there, they're not innocent. They're not afraid. They're not dying. They're not being drawn into the river Styx. This is all a scam.
Nope.
fake news.
All right, I stealthed.
All right. So, Naoma, as you're pushing open the door, it's just sort of a It's a wooden door, sort of made to appear stone. It's like wood with a stone veneer, if you will. So it's actually relatively easy to push open.
So easy.
And let's see. And inside is sort of like a study or somebody's personal chambers. There's no bed, but there's a desk, there's a chair, there's some assorted furniture in here. And when you get inside, like really the biggest, most obvious thing is on top of the desk there are 8 leather-bound books. They sort of look like journals or diaries or something, and they are, resting neatly on the desk inside this room.
I'll go over and take a look at them.
You pick one
Do
up.
they have pictures in them?
Yeah, do you pick one up and rifle through it?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily pick one up, but I'm gonna look at the covers of them and see if there's any one in particular that seems interesting or noteworthy.
Okay. Yeah, as you look at them, they're not. They're pretty bare. Like they're leather bound. They're nice leather, but they're pretty unadorned. The only thing that's really on the outside of the covers and the spines that you can see is sort of hand pressed, hand stamped onto each spine and on at least the top cover are just numbers, just basic, 1, 2, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I'll flip the first one open then.
Okay. As you start flipping through, this is definitely a journal. And this is the journal of someone named Olanthius. Which, this is going back a couple weeks now. One of the ghosts did mention the name Olanthius as the guy who runs this place in particular. Runs the Crypt of the Hellriders. And the first volume seems to be pretty old, and it's written in common, and it's sort of written kind of rambling at first, but as you sort of flip through and go through the pages, it becomes more clear. Um, this person, this Elanthius, used to be a Hellrider, one of Zariel's closest lieutenants, and was with her pretty much right up until the end of her defeat and conversion into an archdevil.
Hmm.
And it's sort of the first volume kind of like recaps that piece.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep skimming through them then.
Okay. As you keep going through, each volume kind of delves into like a different chapter of of living in hell. The big things that you're seeing is sort of at the beginning of the second volume. Olanthius admits that he took his own life rather than become a devil, and rather than be twisted or turned down here in Avernus into whatever he may have become. But Zariel had other plans and turned him into an undead monster to further serve her in her role as the Archduke of Avernus.
So he tried to get away, but she wouldn't let it.
Yep.
Turned him into a what?
An undead monster.
Big spooky monster boy.
Big spooky monster boy. Next volume sort of describes a bunch of the Hell Riders. Some names that you've seen in the crypt, some of the names that you've seen and smashed. He does mention one name that you haven't run into a whole lot, but he mentions Haruman, which, going way the hell back,
So someone
months
mentioned that name.
months ago,
Yeah.
was our Jander Sunrider, who you all called Jared, the guy who was nailed to the iron tree.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yep.
he warned you to stay away from Haruman, who protected that hill. So Elanthius describes Haruman a little bit more. One-time comrade in arms, and now this heartless, bereft of compassion devil bent on punishing anybody who stands in Zariel's way. Goes on a little further. Next couple volumes are really just mourning the loss of the Hellriders, individuals. Like he tells a few more stories about more of the people who were buried here, some who weren't buried here, some who didn't even make it this far. And then sort of the last journal, the last two journals, one of them talks about a General Yale, Yael, for those of you who take notes, who he clearly respects, and kind of like you're getting some subtext that he adores this General Yale.
Yael.
Yep.
Are there any context clues as to when these were written? Were these written before or after he was turned into a monster?
You're getting the vibe that most of these were written after.
I was
Like
just gonna ask
there's
that.
some like inserted pages and things where like he may have had a previous book or diary that that got mostly destroyed, because you see a couple burned pages and torn pages sort of like stuffed in, interleaved every once in a while. But yeah.
I was gonna ask if like occasionally it just trails off and he goes brains for a while.
There are definite pauses, and like some of the earlier ones do seem more disjointed and less coherent. But as you're flipping through these, it definitely seems to be much more put together, and like somebody who's definitely regained control of all their faculties is penning the book.
Looking at the first one and the last one, is there a visible difference in their age?
Yes. Yeah, the last journal is definitely much newer. Just the pages aren't as, they're not as worn down. The ink isn't as faded. And the last journal is also not yet complete. There are definitely, it's maybe about half full, and then the rest of them are just blank pages.
Okay. Through reading this, do I get the feeling, or is it possible to gauge how Elanthius feels about Zariel?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Come on, big money, no whammies.
And good.
With a 6?
That's a 1.
Yeah, with a 6. Let's see. Well, you're not getting a lot. He talks about Zariel a lot, but with that, you're kind of on the fence. You can't quite get either way.
Okay.
You do see in that last journal, sort of when he's talking about this General Yale, there are a couple little dropped lines where it looks like he knows that Yale hid the sword of Zariel specifically. Like this General Yale is the one who actually did the final hiding. And it kind of seems like Elanthius knows where that is. But you can't find anywhere where he's physically noted where that would be.
From the writings, does it seem like General Yale is alive or dead?
Give me another insight check.
15.
That's a bit better. It's unclear, to be honest. he kind of seems to go both ways. He seems to make mention that Yale is gone, like, but he never specifically says where this Yale died or how. And generally, he's been pretty upfront about who died when and how in these journals.
Okay. All right. I'm going to turn to the rest of the group. And be like, so reading through these journals, there's a lot of information here, but I think we have two options with this last book here. There's a General Yale who might know where the sword is buried, or hidden, I should say. It's unclear whether he's alive or dead or even on this plane. So we could search for him, or it also seems that Olanthius, the person or monster that is the caretaker of this crypt that Zariel sometimes calls upon to do her bidding, might know where it is.
How long did it take Naoma to read all that?
It took a while. So among other things, if you guys do choose, you can certainly call that a short rest if you'd like. But yeah, if there's anything that you'd like to do during that time, certainly do so.
I would like to call that a short rest.
I will definitely call that a short rest. I'll take a hit die.
I will short rest, make chef food for everybody, so anybody who uses a hit die will get an extra 1d8.
Sweet.
Cool.
Sweet.
Except for Clyde.
Oh.
Oh.
Not including Clyde.
Yay.
Yay.
Right.
I heal 11, so I'm full.
Gotta feel weird.
I can do it this way. 8. I'm going to use 3 hit die and then the one from Thranton.
How much were you missing?
A good amount. And I'm not going to... It's plus your constitution for each die?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 8.
Yeah, that wouldn't have helped me.
I do love the constitution scores in this party are all over the place. I love it. This wasn't that party that's just like, no, constitution's the third stat, no matter what.
So that is back.
Yeah, so I'm probably like meditating
Okay.
while you're reading all that.
So I'm going to say a couple things. So one, should we keep these books with us for reference? Because I feel like this, you took some time reading them, but there's probably a lot more that you might have not understood or not known to look for. Should we take everything with us?
I'm a little bit hesitant to do that. Simply because I think Olanthius still lives here.
Okay.
And
yeah.
if he's chronicling his time, from the fall of the Hell Riders and Zariel to now, and if we're trying to get information from him, stealing his journals is not going to be the way to do it. Although we did just trash the crypt.
Yeah, we trashed the crypt and let everybody out. And if he wants the information still, he'll come and find us, and then we'll have who we're looking for.
Yeah, but that'll.
Like, I'm not saying we steal it from him out of malice. I'm just saying that, it serves two purposes. He'll either come to us or we'll have the information to continue to find other stuff if we need it. And that was going to be my other point, is that if we don't know that this other guy is even on this plane, we might as well focus on the one that we do know is on the plane, or we strongly suspect.
I think we have better odds waiting for him to arrive here.
How
But
long will that be?
As
It's hard to tell.
As you say that,
You
Door
walk
kicks
in.
down.
that cold,
what's up, nerds?
that cold feeling that was in the
Oh,
crypt
crap.
when you first arrived returns.
This can only mean good things.
The mist doesn't. You can still see the floor. That's all good. You dissipated that. But yeah, that cold grave feeling kind of comes back. And I would like
Maleficus, come here for a second.
Yeah, jeez, who turned the heat down? What is this?
I'm
What's going on?
I'm doing the double tap, twin cast. The hell's the name of the spell that I cast all the time that I really want to do all the
Warding
time?
bond.
Warding bond. That's the one.
No.
Okay, proceed.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, I feel funny.
And let's see.
Thanks.
What's everybody's passives? Yeah, and all four of you can kind of hear coming down a hallway the sound of armored boots getting louder, heading towards this room.
Put the books down. Put the books down. Put the books down.
Oh, I'm not holding them. They are on the desk.
I stealth. For reals.
Okay.
And I will close the door to the room.
Mod 20.
Okay. All right. So Clyde, are you staying in the room or are you trying to hide outside? As this
I'm
door is
staying
shutting?
in the room near the door, but not
Okay.
like right next to it.
Okay. Sounds good. And let me just. Okay, that's the number that he needs to do things to find out if things are things. Okay. So, you guys. Anybody else doing anything as the door shuts? Taking up any positions? Sitting in any chairs? Neating in any books?
We've got
Right behind Thranton.
Yeah, we've got like a box of a room, right?
Yeah, pretty square room. Yeah.
So door opens up this way. I want to be on that side of the room, shield out and ready.
Okay.
So like if the door opens that way, he won't immediately see me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sort of motion to Maleficus to sort of head over this way too. Naomi's clearly already behind me.
After I step behind you and thinking about it for another minute, I'm gonna step out to the side of you and then like sort of in front and be like, I don't think we want to be hostile here.
I don't think we do either, but I don't want to attack him, but I also am not gonna have this ethereal monster ghostly being come walking into a room and me not have my shield ready.
Fair. That's fair.
All right.
I'm just going to whisper, if it's a devil, I'm going to kill it.
Do we have anything that could sway him to our side?
I have leftover snacks.
I have my very talented son. I manifest my echo.
Okay. So yeah, that brings up a very good point. Where in this room would we also like to put all three of Naoma's skeletons and Mike Wazowski
Oh, crap.
and Lulu?
Mike Wazowski!
The skeletons are up
'Cause I'll
against
remind
the
you.
back wall.
Everyone else is allowed to have friends.
Lulu's here. Lulu's chilling with you. She likes you.
Shut up.
I will be your friend.
What's my
I
name?
say that in like a booming voice. Like, yes, I will do this for you. My gift to you.
So, is Mike Wazowski, like, looking at me?
No, but he is standing
Okay.
right next to you.
Okay. I'm gonna like turn him just to like be facing the door.
Okay. Yeah, he accepts that. Just kind of you rotate him over. Just yep,
Okay.
no change
It's
in.
a little less obvious that I'm right next to him.
Okay. So you're all arrayed, and there is a knock on the door.
Why is he knocking on his own damn door? Oh, crap, it's not him. I ain't getting it.
No one home.
I'll nudge Naoma forward. I'm like, go ahead.
I'll turn around and be like, but if they're expecting Atlanteus, I'm clearly not him.
Send one of your skeletons.
Send Skelly.
Oh, that's a good idea. I will have one of the skeletons go over. Who do I want to go over?
Name one of them Atlanteus
Arbane.
right now.
Arbane is gonna go over.
Okay.
He's the one with the extra shoulder blade pauldron.
Mm-hmm.
And
That'll come in handy.
will open the door
Okay.
and
All
then
right.
kind of like step back as
Is the door
it
open?
opens the door. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Clyde, you can get a pretty good look at this from your position. Naoma, you kind of got a bit of an angle on it. You see standing in the door is a tall, fully armored figure with a couple of exceptions. Like full plate armor, except both hands are just bone, just skeletal hands. And there is a helmet, but instead of in through the visor, you don't see anything in there, just two glowing eye lights, I guess, just staring
So,
out.
so it's a walking suit of armor with bone hands.
Probably with a skeleton in it.
Those
Excuse
bones.
me.
Ghost Bones is here.
Oh, it's happening.
Might you by chance be Olanthius?
And now, like, are you saying this sort of like from, half around the door, or are you somehow trying to make Arbane
Yeah, from
sound
like
like you're talking?
no, from like half around the door, like poking my head out or like stepping to the side a little bit so that it can see me.
It's just kind of like the helmet will just turn to look at you and just be like, "I."
Fantastic. We've been looking for you.
Have we?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, thank Tom, it's you.
Every time you called Torm Tom, I just I can't.
So
That's my god.
that's okay. And then it'll look at you and look at the skeleton and look at Mike Wazowski and look at the other skeleton, and just kind of just be like, and so who are you who have dispelled the Hell Riders and read my journals?
I'll point.
It's just an elephant hand comes behind the door, just kind of like,
I am Arca Naoma. We were sent here to rescue the city of El Terrell, which is falling into Avernus, as I'm sure you're aware. Um, I I am curious though. How do you know that I read your journals?
I just know.
Asking me
Okay.
from behind the door.
Well, I apologize for reading your journals, but we were trying to search for you, and I thought they might contain some information about your whereabouts. This is, and who else can he see?
From where he's standing, he's really only seen just basically all of your NPCs. You. He's pretty aware that Thranton is behind the door. And that's sort of it for now.
Okay. Then I'll step to the side and pull on Thranton's arm and be like, "This is Thranton, and we have two other friends here with us that we have been tasked with, or that have been tasked along with us at saving El Terrell."
When she tugs on my arm, it'll be that thing where like a tiny person tugs on a big person, so I won't move at all.
Just gonna
Strength
turn
check.
and shoot
Yes.
daggers at Thranton and be like,
Yeah,
"This
strike
is."
check.
Yeah, let's see. What do we
It's a
got?
9.
All right, that's enough for me to like move a little bit. So I'll poke my head and be like, "Hi."
I'm gonna go. I'm Mike Wazowski, and I'm gonna take his arm and make it wave.
And yeah, utterly indifferent. Michael still just be like,
Excellent.
and no, it'll
Does
be
it
like,
work?
like, well, well, are you trying to reveal yourself or just make Mike Wazowski look
No.
really personable?
I'm trying to use Mike Wazowski as a distraction. I'm not there.
He kind of notices you moving his arm.
No, he doesn't.
Um, and yeah, he'll look at the assembly in this room, and he'll kind of put his skeletal hands out in front of him, and just kind of like between like a couple of the skeletons, and just kind of like, excuse me, just kind of nudge them out of the way, and he'll move into the room. And with a clank of armor plate and bones, sit down at the chair in front of the desk, kind of facing the room. And and he'll look. And did you find the information you were looking for?
Uh, Not quite. I mean, we got some hints, but how do I say this? What are what are your feelings on Zariel?
Out of the helmet, really flat. It'll just be like, I serve her loyally.
Uh, I gathered that from your journal entries. They're very well written, by the way. Uh, but how do you feel towards Zariel? I understand that you serve her.
let's see. Go ahead and let me pull this up here. All right. Go ahead. Give me a persuasion check.
Big money, no whammies. Hmm,
They
13.
almost really just like, how do you really feel?
What do you
Yeah.
really feel?
I know you work for your boss, but do you like your boss?
Like your boss?
Yeah.
Like you?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm asking.
It's like, this is a closed review. It's fine.
This is off the record.
Completely off the record. I promise I won't tell her. Hopefully, I will never have to meet her. But
Well, we're gonna meet her.
Yeah, we're gonna. I mean, spoilers.
Yeah.
And he'll say, like, just the eye lights will kind of like narrow, I guess. They'll sort of change shape a bit. Um, and he'll just say, "She made me the way I am."
and
But
are
do
you
you
happy
like-
with the way you are? Yeah.
And he'll kind of like tilt his head a bit. Like the helmet will sort of clank to the side, and then he'll sort of take in the skeletons and just be like, "Would you be happy like this, holding up a dried skeletal hand?"
Not if
I'll
I
high
wasn't.
five it.
Take 10 necrotic damage.
Yeah. Yeah, not if I was unwillingly made that way. Um, I guess to get to the heart of the matter, we are searching for an artifact of Zariel um, that we believe will help us prevent the city and its inhabitants from falling to the surface of Avernus. We were led to believe by a few different sources that somewhere in this crypt was either one of those artifacts or someone who would know where those artifacts might be.
And he'll sort of sit back in the chair, steeple his bones, and like, there is no artifact here. But whoever guided you here was at least half right. I can tell you where the Bleeding Citadel is.
The Bleeding Citadel? I'm gonna look around at the rest of the group, be like, the Bleeding Citadel? What?
That
What's
sounds like
that?
a bad time.
And at this, Lulu will sort of pipe up from where she's also been hiding behind Thranton. And we'll say, that's it. That's the wound, the scab, the palace. I remember that. But I don't remember where it is.
I'm gonna look to Lulu and be like, Zariel's palace or what palace?
No, she hates it. She won't go there. But I think it's, I can't remember. And Alanthius will be like, it's where the sword is. But
So I'm gonna reveal myself and be like, "We need that sword."
like, and he'll look and be like, and how would you use it? Would you kill Zariel?
Can it do that?
No, kind of. The armor will shrug.
Well,
Like, would that be necessary to save Elzrael?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were gonna like use it to get El Terrell out of Avernus or something. Maybe like sever the chains.
Or maybe it's a really big sword, and you do that thing like my brother and I used to do with like some spoons, and you put a little food on it, and you fling it. It goes really far.
Oh yeah. What was your brother's name again? That doesn't matter. He's dead. It's fine.
No, whoa.
Ooh, cold.
One,
Wow.
not true. 2, it's Majestus. 3, he could kick your butt any day.
Oh, he did many times, and I mean,
could.
yeah, he used to be able to, no longer.
Awesome and terrible.
I just I stare at Thrain for a moment, and then I look over at my my Echo, who just shrugs.
I don't know what to tell you.
I never fought the guy. Oh.
And I nudge the Echo, and I'm like, yeah, easy for you to say. He didn't even believe in you. He said you were my imaginary friend.
Oh wow.
So anyway, yeah, the sword. Yeah, I would assume that we are using the sword to take and literally fling the city back up or over to its home realm.
Can
I'm
I
okay with this plan.
can I do an insight check on Olanthius of when he asked us if we would use it to kill Zariel? Did it seem like he wanted us to,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
didn't want us to?
Yeah. Give me another insight.
God,
Hard
4
saying.
for a 9 total.
Hard
Sweet.
saying.
God,
Kind of
D&D
sounds like
Feeling
Beyond
really good about this.
it
just
kind of
hates
seems
me.
like it might have been a leading question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll flat out ask him, like, do you want us to?
And he'll say, "I hate her. I can do
Then
nothing."
yeah, we'll totally kill her with the sword, with your sword, with your bony hands. We'll use whatever we need to.
Do you want to? Okay, all right, hold on. I have a proposal. We were hanging out. This really cool lady. We call her Ghost Bones from time to time, but she's off doing another thing. You are like the manifestation of Ghost Bones. Do you just want to come with us?
You don't want that. Zariel knows where I am at all times.
So she can come to us. See, I was telling the other guys that this would be good.
That's a good
So-
idea.
Can she see who's around you as well?
No.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So if we get a big enough army and we just have Zariel come down into the crypt and we have like 15 Clydes all shank her at the same time,
Wait, why would there be so many of me?
I don't know.
So
I like the idea though.
So Zariel, once that sword is revealed and free, she'll come for it. She can't abide that it exists. And she certainly won't let that city go without saying something about it.
Oh, so she's pulling it down?
Oh yes.
Oh, what a bee.
Oh yeah.
Why would she do that? What's her plan?
The souls. The souls
Oh.
from such a holy city. It's too good. It's too good to resist down here.
Is that gonna like make her more powerful or something?
Certainly.
What is she gonna do with all that power?
Continue to roll. There are lots of, well, yeah, there are lots of parties down here that would like to see her unseated. Former angel, ruling a layer of hell. Doesn't sit well with many down here.
Those are hell clout. Holy crap.
Are holy souls worth more than a non-holy soul?
Yes,
Really pure.
yes. They shine so bright. To turn them dark is just so enticing. I know.
Sorry, follow up. Does the religion matter?
Not as much as you'd think.
Okay.
Good to know.
So if someone were to, say, worship Zariel and someone were to, compared to someone who worshipped Torm, would the soul of the person who worships Zariel be worth more or worth less than the soul of the person who worships Torm?
Not to get too into the semantics of religion, but
Yeah, who should we be?
Wow.
someone who already worships Zariel in her current state is already hers.
Oh,
So it doesn't matter the deity, it just matters that she is taking the soul of a worshiper from another deity.
It's about
Got
the
it.
size of it. Yeah.
Seems very greedy.
Welcome to hell. But
Hmm.
I think I've seen the sword in action, and it is powerful. Incredibly powerful. But it won't save the city alone.
That's where we come in.
what else do we need then?
There are a few. There are two problems that you have. The way that that Elturel is falling. You were correct. You do need to break the chains. The sword can't do that. You need something
Damn
else.
it. What is it? Please.
Oh, there are plenty of beings that are strong enough to do it.
Told you
But
we
if,
shouldn't let the
but if they're
unicorn
willing to do it, that's up to them.
Can Bell do it?
Probably, if he was inclined. But
So
he's not likely to rebel openly against Zariel.
will he rebel closedly?
Possibly.
Secret rebellion.
The other thing you need to do is you need to get rid. You need to open the solar insidiator. You call it the companion above the city.
I don't get it.
The orb above the
The
city.
space eater.
Yeah, above the city.
The sun. That's it. That's
Yeah,
above the
the
city.
fake sun.
That
Oh.
that isn't powerful enough to break the chains. But removing that is enough to return the city to the surface once the chains are broken. And I know really only one way to open it without dying.
What's that?
You need a key. 9 keys, specifically.
That's a lot of keys.
Maybe they're all in one place.
Yeah, do you happen to have 8 of these keys for us?
That'd be
I'm-
great.
I know where they are.
Oh.
All 9 of them?
Yes, they're all in one place.
Ooh.
That's
dope.
where I left them.
So easy. Sweet.
Can
Where's
you
that?
get them for us? We'll
Please?
just chill here if you want to go get them.
No.
Oh.
This, you need to retrieve them.
Oh.
And if you bring
I
them
guess that
back
makes
to
sense.
me, I will tell you where the sword is, and you can begin. You can continue your work. But I need to know that A, you're strong enough to make it, and B, not just yanking my crank.
I'll give him a little flex and be like, look at me, come on, I'm clearly strong enough.
How can we prove that we're strong enough?
When you
Aside from being super strong.
by
Not.
sorry, go.
He's just gonna say, not dying.
Oh,
Oh, we can do that.
So by making it, you meant making it there and back, not literally making something. Cool. Because we lost the person in our party that could make things,
Well, we
so
could
we would
go
have been a
visit
little
them.
out of luck.
We could go visit them if we need to.
Could put in a special order.
Okay.
Special order Gilda.
yeah. What's the Hellscape equivalent of Amazon?
Amazon.
Oh, fair enough. They're everywhere.
Oddly enough,
Amazon,
the
you can't escape us.
The union's actually stronger down here. It's weird.
I'm not surprised to hear that.
But yeah, he'll say, like, give me a map, and I'll show you where you can find the wreck of a flying fortress, and there you'll find the keys. And if you can bring them to me, I can tell you how they work and where to find the sword.
I'll sort of like pat at my waist and be like, "Do you happen to have a map?
We have one somewhere.
Do we? Oh, good, great. Yeah,
Gilda
never mind.
might have had it.
Oh, do you happen to have that map?
We can say for either he can get you a map or you guys had a map. That's fine. Either way, he will indicate on a map. Just sort of poke a bony finger through the parchment on a spot, and yeah, point out where one would go to find a wrecked flying fortress.
Sweet.
Cool. So this is where we gotta go to find the keys. Great. Is there anything else that we should be looking for while we're at this spot? So like we don't have to go back there?
No. Last I was there a while ago, back when I was still alive. That was the only thing that we hid there. Actually, gotta get this out of the way. Get that out of the shot. And
How long of a journey is it? How far away is it?
well, time obviously being relative as shit down here. But the map returns, and it is actually so the Crypt of the Hellriders is this sort of Stonehenge looking unit over here. He points you guys down, sort of down this way on this shore of the river Styx, past this bit that really looks on fire to here.
Okay. Seems very
Cool.
reasonable.
Okay. Miss Melanthius, what is this fire section here? Is it literally on fire?
most of the time.
We're not really that fireproof. Is there something we can do to mitigate that fire?
I saw when I returned outside, you have a tormentor. Drive quickly.
All right. Good advice. Good talk.
How much of that nos do we have? I don't remember what it was called.
The demon ichor.
The soul
Yeah.
coins?
Oh, yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
just regular gas.
Yeah, there's Gilda was nice and left a few vials of it, because she collected a lot of it. There are like maybe 3 vials of that still left in the glove box.
Okay.
And we can reassess when we get there and see how bad it is and sort of figure out what we want to do.
Yeah. I was just thinking about if we need to go quickly, that demon ichor is the best way to do it.
No, I agree.
Olanthius, would it be okay if we took a long rest here? If we spent a bit of time here?
And he'll nod and be like, "Yes, you've proved that you're virtuous enough, as I used to be, that you can rest here for now. Don't stay too long, though. I don't know when the next inspection is."
Who comes to inspect it?
Various people. Sometimes even Zariel. And he'll like just start picking up a journal off the last volume off the desk, and he'll just sort of start writing.
Oh, okay. How close are we to the entrance
Of the crypt?
of the crypt?
Relatively close. This is a couple of rooms and a hallway away, so not terribly far.
60 feet or more?
More than 60 feet.
Okay. I am going to send one of. I'm going to send Skelly. Yeah, I'm going to send Skelly down the hall as far as it can go, and just tell him to keep watch in case somebody shows up. And if he sees someone who he does not expect to walk in, let me know.
Okay.
And actually, before that happens, I am going to use the unicorn strings on my harp to get back a spell slot of 3rd level and cast Animate Dead on the 3 of them to keep control for another 24 hours.
Okay.
And then I am good for a long rest.
Long rest it.
All right. Yeah. Anybody else want to do anything as they settle in for the quote unquote night?
Tom, you got the ability to make some food for me?
I do not.
Okay.
No, I'm out of spell slots for that.
Okay.
I can make it in the morning though.
Okay. So yeah, when we finish a long rest, I'll be able to make 3 treats, and I will give them to Maleficus, Naoma, and Clyde, and they can use them as a bonus action to gain 3 temporary hit points, and they last 8 hours.
All right.
Right.
Rock and roll.
Scooby snacks. I will, before I go to bed, like a good boy, I'm gonna say my prayers to my god Tom, and probably ask for guidance in this whole not letting the city get pulled down into hell thing. I'll make sure that he knows I've been a good boy, and I intend to continue being a good boy, and so does my echo. The end. Amen.
Okay. Um.
It's with all the sincerity of like a kid praying to like on Christmas Eve before they go to bed. They're just trying to make sure that, like
Cover their bases.
cover those bases, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, as we bed down, I'm just gonna like lean up against, like back up against Thranton's arm, and then on the wall, and just like sleep that way.
I'm just gonna sit in the corner and meditate.
So
Boom. We
Boom.
did it.
You did it, and that is where we're gonna take a break.
good night,
And
Mike Wazowski.
Pat, pat, pat.
Yeah, does
Yep.
Mike Wazowski just keep watching Clyde?
Yeah, he just like wherever Clyde just sits down to rest and meditate, Mike just walks over and
Just
just
stares.
stands next to him.
Yeah. Clyde hasn't figured out what his whole deal is. He just lets him follow him around.
Yep. He's just
I'll be watching you song by the police.
That's his only thought process. It's just that song on loop forever.
it's not even all of it. It's just the guitar. It's just like dun 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 dun.
I'll be
It just
watching
like
you.
doesn't even get to the lyrics. Just keeps on looping.
Perfect.
And but yeah, that's where we'll take a quick break, use the facilities and whatnot, and we will be back in just a couple minutes to see how the rest of this goes.
Excellent.
Hello, and we're back.
Hi.
Hello, and welcome, and back. All right, so you guys have taken a nice long rest, had an uneventful evening, in all honesty, especially now that the only thing left in this crypt is Elanthius. All of the ghosts are gone. Killed the mummies.
I'm shocked that he's just not at all upset about that.
I mean, judging from his reaction, he was probably more upset that they were all imprisoned here.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
fair.
They've all been raised, possibly against their will.
You might have done some good here. Maybe.
Well, if killing people is good, I will keep doing it.
All right. So, the quote-unquote morning has come, even though it looks the same as it always does.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
The guitar riff from I've Been Watching You is still playing.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski's still staring at me.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike.
So yeah, anything that you guys would like to do while you're in the crypt here? All rested and refreshed.
I cremated the snacks that I was talking about, so
Yeah.
I eat one.
Once we wake up, I will create food to give us enough supplies for the day.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I have 3 temporary hit points.
Important. That I mean,
I
it will
also eat a snack.
probably come in handy.
Yeah, we're about to drive through a fire.
It's a concern.
Let's do it.
All right. Awesome. So, I'm gonna get some dice ready.
No.
So
That bodes well.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. So what is the arrangement in the car?
I'm driving.
Shotgun.
I'm in the turret spot until we get to the field of fire, and then I want to have a stop and have a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the back where I normally am,
Okay.
driver's side.
I got my Echo floating on the running board next to me.
Okay. And yeah, Naoma, how would you like to arrange the skeletons on the car? Obviously, Skelly, pride of place right up front on the hood. Where else?
Yeah,
Say-
the other ones are one is hanging off each side of the car,
Mhm.
sort of near the back. So like on either side of the turret. Just kind of hanging off the sides.
This car is just getting more more badass and wacky by the moment. So, you guys are driving along in the direction intended. Clyde, go ahead and roll me 2d4, and let's see if those numbers match. Let's see if we're able to navigate properly.
8.
Okay,
So that's 2 4s.
okay, they do match. Got it.
That's good, right?
Yeah, it's great.
I crit.
So yeah, you guys are driving along in this car, this hellish vehicle. It's like made of like jagged scraps of metal. It's got blades on the wheels, harpoon gun on the top, like a literal dune buggy from hell. And it's got one skeleton spread eagled across the front, two more skeletons hanging off the back panels, also just sort of chilling on the side of the car. We got a lion ghost hanging on one running board off the passenger side. Got a golden elephant in the back seat. Got an almost literal elephant manning this harpoon turret. And we got a little Modron hanging off the driver's running board, just staring straight ahead.
Wait. Is there like a rear view mirror he can hang from?
The Modron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, physically, yes.
It's not a functional rear view because you wouldn't be able to see past me.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
The
So it wouldn't matter.
primary issue becomes one of size. Like a monodrone is not huge, you know. It's a couple feet tall, but it's not tiny either.
Is it like a
Oh,
cantaloupe?
yeah, I thought like most of his mass was the size of like a softball or something, and he just had little leggy
No.
and army.
Yeah, no, he's more like watermelon sized. And then he's got the
That big?
and then he's got the legs
Wow.
and arms. Yeah, monodrones
He's
they're
like a baby.
yeah, they're not
Oh.
huge, but
I
they're
wasn't ready for that.
but yeah,
I
they're
thought it was like a cantaloupe.
oh no, it's bigger than a cantaloupe. Sort of like
He's a baby.
yeah.
So it's like a soccer ball or basketball?
Yeah, a little bit more on that size.
Okay.
So he's like he could certainly sort of sit in the center console and kind of stand
In the
there,
cup holder.
but he's, maybe obstruct some of the view a little bit. But yeah, without prior instruction, he is apparently cool with just hanging off the driver's door. Just the car's just bumping
Okay.
along. Just
I'll just let him do that. Let him do his thing.
surprisingly, he holds on just as well as all of the skeletons made for combat and Maleficus's ethereal echo.
I'm not surprised. Mike Wazowski's a boss.
My question is, if we were to, say, throw him out of the car,
Mm-hmm.
would he keep pace with the car, or would he just get lost in the distance?
Hard
You
saying.
better not throw him out of the car.
Yeah, because God forbid we get rid of someone's friend.
Yeah.
Just a, you know,
Where's
curious.
family here?
Yeah.
Yeah, all family.
Everyone here is, yes.
Everyone's family.
I mean, we
But
are
what-
missing someone really important. and
When
that's
you're
Gilda.
here, your family.
Oh, we're at the Olive Garden now?
Yeah, unless you're a fiend in a shield.
This is hell. Oh, God.
Yeah, but the Fiend in the Shield isn't here.
That's right. That's why it's
When
okay.
you're here, your family. Also, when you're Gilda, your family.
Yes.
That's how the motto goes.
How convenient.
So, you guys you're able to drive along without much incident.
Great.
And it's not a very long time, maybe only an hour or two, until you see the aforementioned fire appear on the horizon. And it doesn't look like this place is just like a classic desert plain with fire. There seem to be like dust devils made of fire, like fire cyclones, just kind of swirling their way across this plain. And Clyde, off in the distance with your passive perception, you are able to sort of make out a spiky, tilted shape. From this distance, it almost looks like a tent stake or a railway tie off in the distance, sticking up out of the ground.
How close is it to the fire?
Pretty close. Like, it looks like the fire goes most of the way to it, from what you can see.
Okay. So, does it look like a tent is gonna be underneath it?
No, it looks like just a
Oh.
giant tent stake sort of thing, like just
Oh.
jammed into the ground.
So
Distance
a
is making
giant
it
pole?
seem smaller than it is.
Okay. Do you see that giant stick in the ground?
Yeah? What about it?
I don't know. Do you see it though?
Do I?
Go ahead. Give me a perception check at advantage.
Right. Well, D&D Beyond officially hates me, so that's a 13.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay. So we'll go with that. With that sort of instruction, you can see off in the distance, yeah, you see like a tent stake or railway spike shaped thing off through the field of fire.
Yeah, what about it?
I don't know. I would keep your eye on that because that could be something dangerous. In a landscape that has almost nothing, anything is worth keeping an eye on.
I will have whichever skeleton is on that side of the car, keep an eye on it, and let me know if anything about it changes.
Okay. It's pretty much dead ahead of where you guys are.
All right, then it's Skelly.
So, are we about to enter this field of fire tornadoes?
Yeah, you guys are approaching it. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I would
Oh,
like to pull over the car because I have an idea.
Okay, I'll pull over.
Okay. Naoma, can you ask Skelly to leave his seat of honor for a bit?
Sure. Hey, Skelly, can you get up off the hood for a minute?
Okay.
Yeah, sure, Boyle. Where you want me to be?
Not sure yet. Just stand next to me.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna lay down on the hood, and I'm gonna hold out a bunch of ropes, and I'm gonna say, "Tie me to the hood." And I'm gonna hold my shield on my chest.
Okay.
Like, are you laying face down? How are you laying here?
No, like face up, I'm think like in a,
Oh, so on
in a
your back?
coffin, on my back, face up, with my shield like crossed across my chest.
And just
Okay.
so I'm aware, are you laying like head first towards the motion of travel or feet first?
Head first, so that way like I can hold my shield right in front of my face.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'll start tying him.
Okay. Cool.
I guess I'll assist.
Yeah, Clyde, go ahead, give me a sleight of hand check at advantage. Okay, so 15.
Okay, I'll take the 15.
Yeah, 15's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to, with Naomi's assistance, you guys are able to secure Thranton to the hood.
And while they're doing this, I'm gonna be like, and don't you look at my skirt.
You wear a skirt?
It's like a plate. It's like a plate skirt thing. Yeah, it looks badass. Shut up.
So Thran is now flashing all of us.
No, not. I mean, the wind is gonna keep it going in a certain direction. It's not like it's gonna fly up over my head.
So once we've managed to tie him down, just in case, I am going to cast protection from where did it go? Protection from the
fire?
thing, from energy.
Okay.
Choosing fire. So Thranton has resistance to fire damage.
I already have resistance to fire. That's why I'm doing this.
Oh, never mind then.
Fair
I
idea, though.
I have resistance to lightning. Doesn't really apply here.
yeah, I guess I'm
I'll take
I'm good.
I'll take a plus AC if you got it though, in case it matters. In case a rock comes flying out of nowhere.
Yeah, I can do that.
But I figure what I'm thinking
for
is
10
if
minutes.
you can sit in the front seat, and if you have to tap my foot and recharge it, we'll do it.
Yeah,
I can do it from 60 feet away.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's the plan here? What's like? I'm dying to know why you've asked everyone to lash you to the hood of this car.
Well, in case the car's going to take some fire damage, I'm going to take it instead.
Okay. Okay.
I'm tanking for the car.
He's acting as a heat shield for the car.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a heat shield
Okay.
for the
He's a
car
heat
that's
meat shield.
rocketing through space. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Heat meat shield.
Something out of Armageddon, but it's ridiculous, and I love it.
So yeah. No, this
Yeah.
is why this is checking out. I think.
Literally,
Yeah.
the second you said we're going to the fire fields, and I was like, I know what I'm doing.
All right. So
Okay.
everybody ready? Everyone else buckle up and get that
Buckle up, buckaroo.
NOS ready.
Yeah, definitely have a
Get that
knock
Oh
ready.
yeah,
ready.
pour that sludge right in the tank. Just-
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, I've only got so many hit points, so I don't know how well this will work. But it's an idea.
All right. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we're now the party orientation is Clyde's driving, Threaten's on the hood, Maleficus, you still shotgun?
I'm still shotgun, yeah, but I think that my Echo is probably squeezed in next to me, and we're
Ow.
kind of, and I'm trying to make it look like he's corporeal, and so like I'm trying to make it look like I'm like squished in my seat, but like there's a little bit of overlap there. It's not 100% sold.
That's very good.
I must protect him.
I mean, okay.
Is the Echo on the inside or the outside?
The outside.
So you're just like half sitting on Clyde.
Just like that center console, you're sort of like one cheek up on it.
Well, here's an important question: is it a bench seat or some other thing?
It's the front seat is bucket seats, like most modern
Oh.
cars. So there
Oh,
is
yeah, yeah.
there is a console in between.
Oh yeah, this one cheek on the console. Yeah.
Yep.
That's-
Is it in the way of me shifting?
It's awkward. There's gonna be some you're probably gonna touch a thigh.
I've got my
but
knee up to my like chest kind of thing, so
Yeah.
that my leg isn't interfering with the shifter.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be a little awkward, but it won't have any effect on rolling or anything like that. You won't have
And
a
I feel
penalty.
like all this is taken away from my majesty here.
And
I wouldn't worry about it.
and Naoma, and yeah, just to clarify while we're talking about the arrangement of the car, the back seat is a bench seat.
Backseat
Wow.
is now packed with skeletons and myself.
Yeah, because you don't want them outside the heat shield.
Yeah, exactly.
Can one of those skeletons? Can Skelly hold on to Mike Wazowski, please?
Sure. Skelly
Thank
will
you.
just like hug Mike Wazowski and like pull it in and just sit there.
Thank you. So
Mhm.
before
Success.
we take off, I'm gonna just turn around and pat Mike Wazowski on the head a couple times and be like, "Here we go,"
All right.
and then floor it.
All right.
Yeah,
So
and once we start getting into the fire, I
Mhm.
will cast Shield of Faith on Thranton.
Okay.
'Cause it only
Cue
lasts for 10
Dragon
minutes.
Force.
Yes.
We get yakety sax instead.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's it.
yeah.
That's all we could afford.
Oh, shit, somebody forgot to hit shuffle.
Yeah, somebody, yeah, that ain't the right window. Like this image? Go with, let's do Maleficus. You're in the front seat here. Go ahead and just roll me a d20.
All right. May
All right,
the
mate.
Almighty Tom guide us. How do you like a 14?
Okay. So with that, you do get, it's out of the stereo on this car, which you guys have interacted with before. Something you just hit the button. There's only like 2 buttons and you hit it. As Clyde roars off into this fiery landscape. And what you get is sort of Dragon Force. But it's Dragon Force William Shatner. This was like, on a cold winter morning, in the time before the light, the flames of death's eternal reign, we ride towards the fight.
So does it have the guitar solos?
Oh yeah, that's all still going. It's still shredding in the
Okay.
background,
Great.
but it's
Oh, my brother
Bill
and I
Shat.
used to have the bard play this for us all the time.
I can't hear any of this.
no, you just
I
hear,
just hear whooshing.
yeah, you just hear wind and tires and engine and flames, but inside it's just like in the car. It's just Bill Shatner's just sonorous voice and shredding speed metal.
Sweet.
So as you guys cruise through, if you guys want to use any of the demon Ichor Nos, Clyde, you're gonna have to tell Maleficus to do so, and Maleficus, you're gonna have to roll to add that into the glove compartment fuel chute, a la Spaceballs,
Okay.
to make sure that business works. But so Clyde, as you're driving, you're still at top speed for the car pre-Nos. And I would like you to go ahead and give me a land vehicles check to avoid the first swirling vortex of fire that's going to cross your path.
Ha! The 24.
Okay, great. All right, so yeah, with that, you're able to predict it, come around behind it. The flames will pass harmlessly over the car, threaten no damage, no checks, no nothing. Everything's good. It's like waving your hand through a candle. That's all good so far. Managed to course correct back towards the rail spike in the distance. Give me another check as another one of these swirls across your path.
20 mod.
Okay. So still good. You're able to maneuver around it without any issues. Still hot, still loud. You can still hear William Shatner coming through. Everything's good so far. Now, as you approach, you see that there are actually two of these swirling cyclones that are actually converging. So give me another check to avoid them. And also,
How far are we from the main fire?
from the main core of the fire, you're probably, let's see, how fast is your car? That's really important in this situation. All right, so the Tormentor, top speed is 100 feet around, so whatever 100 feet over 6 seconds is. And you are probably about 80 feet from the core of either of these two cyclones that are closing together.
So I'm gonna say, hit the nos, aka pour the Ichor in.
Okay, so Maleficus, go ahead and just give me a standard dexterity check to pour that in.
For the record, it's 68 miles an hour.
Okay, that's not terrible off-road. That's not bad.
It's a lot faster than I thought it was.
Yeah.
15.
For off road, yeah.
Yeah. So 15. 15's okay. 15's okay. All right, so you pour that in, and as it goes down into the tube, into the engine, the whole thing just roars even louder than it normally does. And
F yeah!
yeah, and the whole car surges forward. Everybody's pressed back into their seats. Thranton, you're pressed right down onto the hood and against the ropes. And Clyde, are you just blasting right between these two cyclones?
Yeah.
Awesome. No, I think that's perfect. And okay.
Has
All
it
right.
been more than 10 minutes?
It has not.
Okay.
It's been like maybe 30 seconds into this hell field.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Clyde, or actually, yeah, Nate. Well, Threaten, because you're on the hood. I'll just have you roll this. Just roll me a d20.
D20. 18.
18. Great. All
Nice.
right. So
Good
the
thing you
engine's
didn't have
roaring.
Naoma do it.
Well, I don't want it to. You don't want it to be a 1.
Yeah.
Naoma will get the next one. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
So the engine's like roaring, but you're not from like basically under your head. You're not hearing any sounds that you would associate with badness. No thrown rods, no pop to anything. Like everything's just screaming infernally like normal, more or less, just louder.
Excellent. Excellent.
And Clyde threads the needle right through between these two swirling vortices of fire, and you blast through the other side, going. How much faster does the Demonicker make you go? Let's see. Okay, it increases the vehicle speed by 30 feet for 1 minute. So, all right. So now you're going 130 feet per 6 seconds. It's probably what, like 75?
88.
88. Damn. Yeah.
Closer
Shit.
to 89 if we're rounding up.
Man. Maybe you'll go through time.
So far away. We wait for the day.
And all right, so now as you're driving, you're going wicked fast. And a gout of flame just spews up right in front of the car. Like maybe 50 feet in front of the car. Clyde, another vehicle check.
I can't just plow through it.
I mean, it's up to you. You are driving. If you want to just plow through it, you can.
Well, I rolled a 22, so
Okay.
I'll take that.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to avoid it as you choose. How would you like to deal with this? That's just a cyclone just sort of forms right in front of the car.
I'll just I'll go around it with like turning as little as possible.
Mhm. Okay.
Because the more I turn, the more I think I'm gonna just like flip the car at this speed.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Great call. You manage to you skirt right by it with enough distance that the car is not damaged. And let's see. You think at this point you're maybe about halfway there. Like this, as you're driving, the tent spike has gotten much larger and is starting to loom over the car now. You look, and from what you can see, this thing is some kind of like wedge spike shaped vessel with like a flat. It's like a very long, very narrow capital T. Um, and it's like 80 feet tall, you think, from where you are, and it looks like it crashed into the ground and just kind of like dug a furrow and buried the bottom of the spike into the dirt and kind of came at a rest at an angle as you're getting closer to it.
Is that furrow in front of between us and the fire?
You're sort of coming up in the direction it was crashing. So the furrow is like in line with you guys. And you could go to either side or in the furrow as you get closer.
Okay.
But before you get there, one more land vehicle check, Clyde.
Stop making me roll so much.
Nope.
One of these is bound to fail.
That's the idea.
Damn DMs.
This one's a 14.
Okay. Okay. So on this one of these cyclones sideswipes the car. And I would like So Threnton, on the hood of the car, you are gonna get some fire. So I would like you to go ahead and make me a Constitution save up front.
Would have been a way better bonus to give you than AC.
How about a nat 20 for a 24?
Okay. Awesome.
Hold on, was that a nat 20?
Twas.
Look at me, Mister. I'm rolling nat 20s. Mm.
D&D Beyond likes me.
Yeah, your time will come.
It knows what's been taken from me.
So should
So-
we take more things from you so you roll more? So you roll more
You
good?
just gotta keep taking.
There's
That's
nothing
how
else
this
to
works.
take.
That's what I'm hearing.
I'm hearing that. That might be how
You've
this
got a nice hammer, some armor.
I'll fight you.
All right. So, as this flame washes over you, it's hot, but not scalding, not burning. It just kind of passes over you, and you are actually fine,
Ooh,
unscathed.
tingly.
The skirt did waft a bit because it came from the side, and with the swirling motion, there was a bit
Mhm.
of a lift.
That's
But
okay.
but your dignity, I think, is preserved by the flames.
Excellent. They're distracted. It's fine.
Preserved in fire.
That is the greatest alternate Dragon Force album title. Your dignity's preserved by the flames.
Next album, we gotta tweet them. Like they need to know this.
Get them involved.
Yeah.
Let them know.
Maybe they'll write a theme song for us. Who knows?
Oh,
That'd be pretty sick. I wouldn't mind.
that would be pretty sick.
I would accept it.
Yeah. And everybody else in the car, because this car is pretty open, I would like everybody to either roll me a Constitution or a Dexterity save to resist the inferno that washes over the car.
Dex, baby. 12.
Okay.
Literally all of my rolls might have been 14s on the dice. This is an 18.
I also got a 14, so it's a 16.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
need me to roll for the skeletons?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I need you to roll for all 3 skeletons.
Kelly lilies.
And where is...
Each of these are +2, so that's an 11, a 15, and a 10.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that you like rolled a 30 for one of them. I'm like, what? What is going on with these skeletons? Are they gods?
Lulus
They
are...
are.
It was
They
because
are
you threw
gods.
all the dice down at the same time in D&D Beyond, wasn't it?
Yeah, D&D Beyond was just like, and I'm supposed to add these, right? And it's like, yeah,
Naoma
sure.
rolled a 30.
Sure.
It's easier this way.
Yeah.
Nat 30.
All right.
Nat 30.
So, Lulu's fine. Clyde, if you would like to give me a roll for Mike Wazowski, just give me a 20. I know his mod.
Okay. Well, I can't even read it from where it landed.
It's a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
Wazowski down.
So,
Wazowski down.
No.
Naoma and Maleficus, you're okay. You each take 1 point of fire damage.
Well, being okay and taking fire damage, not the same thing.
Lightly
Fine,
singed.
the temp
You have 10 hit points. You're fine.
Everybody else in the car, not count Threaten's fine. Clyde, you are gonna take 7 fire damage,
Oof. Okay.
and
That's what you get for peeking.
all 3 skeletons and Mike Wazowski are going
Oh.
to take 18 points of fire damage.
What?
Wait, one of the skeletons rolled higher than I did.
Did it?
Yeah, 13 plus 2 for 15.
Oh, 15. No, your con save was a 16.
Oh, was it? I thought it was a 14.
I'm
No,
seeing
I rolled a
16.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a 14 plus 2.
Yeah. So,
They take how much?
18?
Well, all my skeletons are dead.
Does that mean Mike Wazowski's dead? I have no idea how strong he is.
I gotta actually double check.
Yeah, look it up in the appendix. Wazowski, Mike.
Wazowski, Mike. Yeah, what is monodrone 5e? I don't know. HP they. It's not a ton.
I so yeah, I upon all of the skeletons around the car disappearing, I say no, and then I catch myself and bottle it up.
Okay, you can feel emotions.
Mike Wazowski is also burnt.
Oh,
Burnt real bad.
We gotta stop. We gotta save him.
What can I even do at this point? So at this point, I'm just gonna floor it and just
But,
be screaming, Mike Wazowski!
well, this is an important question. Like, is he unconscious or dead?
Is he like ashes?
He's the Modron.
Yeah, monodrones have 5 HP.
Okay, so he's very dead. So I can't bring him back. Very good.
Is his body still there?
Yes, his body is still there. Yeah, his body is still there.
No, we can't stop at this point. We have to keep going.
All right.
Did
Yeah.
the skeletons stay intact, or did they get turned to ash?
Parts?
That's unfortunate.
Bone is flammable. So, Clyde, now that you're flooring it, you're screaming Mike Wazowski's name.
Yep.
Give me another vehicle check.
So angry right now. I rolled a 2. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll it.
Yes, good time. Good time to do so.
I rolled a 15.
Okay. All right. So, with that, you clear the last cyclone, and you come up on the long furrow that leads up to this broken, crashed flying fortress. And you're able to pull the car up next to it, or in the furrow around the thing, however you would like to choose to pull up the car.
I'll just go next to it
Okay.
and go along it, I guess.
Okay. And as you pull up the car, you just sort of hear through the stereo, and through the fire and the flames, we carry on. And then the radio goes quiet.
Did we make it? Did we go through all the fire and flames?
You did.
Sweet. Oh, so there's not actually like a giant single fire where it's just those fire tornadoes?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of fire tornadoes.
Oh, okay. So is this... Alright, I can stop listening to that song on repeat then. Is this the Citadel? Is this the thing?
Yeah, this is the wrecked flying fortress that Atlantheus directed you guys to go find the keys.
Okay.
And yeah, you have reached its base. This does sort of seem to be kind of like the eye of the storm of these cyclones. You can see burnt areas of the ground where some have kind of come near, but it's not the scorched area that you just drove through. So this is definitely a quieter, calmer area.
I'm gonna stop the car, or stop the tormentor, jump out and grab Mike Wazowski's body.
Okay. Yeah, you grab it from the back seat out of the remains of Skelly's grasp. And he is mostly like his shell is intact, but whatever was going on in there to give him motion and life has been burnt out. So he is just sort of a limp, robotic basketball shell.
So I'll just drop to my knees and scream. No.
I do have a question. DM, how long ago did you decide that you wanted to tear us apart and make us cry? Is this like last week, or was that just a split decision? Like,
I mean, this is the plot of the episode so far has basically been what I was planning on doing last week. Talk to Atlantheus, get here.
murder Mike Wazowski.
The rolls are the rolls, man.
And,
I rolled
and,
for
and the Bone
Lulu.
Boys.
I rolled for Lulu too, and she got an 18, so she was fine.
That'd have been pretty bad if a major story character died in this fire cyclone.
Yeah, it would have been.
Does it look like there's enough bones left over for me to cobble together a skeleton
Yes, I would say
from the
that
three
there's.
of them?
Yeah, I'd say that there's enough bones and bone fragments that you're able to cobble together one roasted, blackened skeleton.
Ooh, paint job upgrade.
All right, I'm gonna
It's blackened skeleton.
do that.
Delicious.
I will
Special on the
compile.
menu.
I will compile all of the bones and then animate dead to bring it up.
It has ground effects as a spoiler.
Got that mad.
I'm sorry, that was disrespectful. I know you just lost your friends and you're trying to make one friend from.
Oh, see, I'm having a great time because this is fantastic.
And you're still tied to the hood.
Yeah, we could just
nobody's
leave you.
untied you yet.
So like, see, Naoma is resurrecting another skeleton, and Clyde is mourning, and you're just still.
I'm chilling, having a time.
Do I know what this thing? Do I know what Mike Wazowski is as a modrone or a monodrone?
Go ahead and give me like a history or a let's see, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Yeah, you can give me a history or an arcana.
I'll do Arcana. 4.
Okay. You know that they're robots.
Okay.
And
we gotta keep him in a bag and bring him to Gilda.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we send a message to Gilda and just ask her, hey, so I had this robot friend and he's not moving anymore. And I just want to know if you can fix it or if maybe the Mad Witch can fix it, please.
Yeah, I'll toss the sending stone to you.
Okay, so I'll send that message.
All right.
Help my robot friend. You're my only hope.
Okay. I will jot that down and and get that sent off. And we will see what the reply is when the reply is. Yeah.
We could just go. That's okay. We could just go to our nearest Hell UPS location, and they'll take care of the logistics and stuff to get it sent out to her for repair.
Yeah, is there an
ship
Ack
'em
Inc?
off.
Is there an Ack Inc mailbox nearby?
Hacking Kinkos.
Ack Incos?
Man. I mean, you inquire, they acquire. Like, I mean, you might be able to make that happen if you so choose. Let's see. And I think, yeah, does anybody else want to do any preparations or untyings or mourning?
When the skeleton reforms, I'm just gonna look at it and be like, Skelly, are you in there?
And it'll stare at you for a minute, in the way that skeletons often do when they're first brought into unlife. And after a second, the jaw will kind of like just work side to side for a second, and then just be like, "Yeah, I've never felt better. What's up?"
Do you have a smoker's cough?
That was a
now?
close one.
A bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
just-
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I've never felt better. What's up?
That was a close one. I'm glad you're still here.
One of these.
And I'll get out of the car and start untying Thranton from the hood.
And I assume that this has been after a few minutes. I'm going to thank you.
We weren't just going to leave you there. What did you think we were going to do? Just leave you tied to the hood of the car and go into this fallen place with fallen fortress without you?
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
And that, I think, is where we're going to call it for the evening. So,
I'm so sad. This
What
thing
you're
didn't even
saying is
talk
I
to me,
should've-
and I'm sad.
I should have tied myself to the side. Is where I should have been. I couldn't cover all corners.
We should have just put. We should have just put the Mike Wazowski under the shield with you.
Come cuddle on my chest.
Hold this basketball. Thank you.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah.
It's all power.
Saddest
It's all
day.
power. It's all power ballads tonight.
Today is the saddest day.
I mean, I guess that would kind you'd feel that, after being watched 24/7 by a small robot, and now the robot's gone.
Yeah, who's gonna ruin my my stealthing now?
I can do that for you.
No, you
But
can't.
don't worry,
You
you
don't
got
know
some
where
real
I am.
friends here.
You don't know where I am.
Yeah. See, you got people trying to help you fill that void, fill that pain that you
That
got.
basketball-shaped void.
So Ian, what kind of dark ritual are you gonna commit now that you've ripped all our hearts out?
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of enough as it is. Because I mean, as it is, I do honestly wonder with you guys if I were to seriously wound a member of this party, put them near death. I do wonder what you guys would honestly do. Like,
Throw
We think
everything
we're
in
all smug
sight.
about it until we realize that the character's dead, and then we go, "Oh crap!"
I mean, I'd fix them up.
I mean, I know what I would do to you guys in that situation, and I've had it ready for quite some time. But like, I don't know what you guys would do, considering you have a paladin with some real abandonment issues, a cleric who does not use healing spells, like like a murder machine ninja, and a prince fighter who Echo Fighter makes a lot more sense to me now that we've brought up the whole childhood imaginary friend thing. It's
Yeah,
just
It really does.
It got dark.
it's the literal personification of your childhood loneliness. Great. At least that's
Yeah,
how
that's
I
like a dark
see it.
turn.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so it's all right. Like I
was-
don't know what this bag of neuroses would do if one of you was actually seriously wounded or not.
Somebody was seriously wounded today.
That'll be fine.
I was actually pretty convinced that you hated Mike Wazowski, and we're looking for a way to get rid of him. So
No, we are best friends.
he
He
was
doesn't
just
say
like,
anything to me, but that's perfect for me.
he was just being macho and pretending he didn't care, and now
Yeah.
we know. Now we
He
know
didn't need
better.
to say anything. He was perfect as he was.
So good.
He never lied to me.
to give us some time to unpack all of this at the beginning
Yeah.
of the next session.
Look, I don't. I mean, yes, no, we absolutely are. That's definitely going to be a part of next session.
Yeah. Mark
and-
329 as the darkest day.
Yep. And I'm not gonna lie. A little bit of this is because I am a little bit bummed that I wasn't able to get you guys to connect more with Lulu up to this point, and that you've
I
all
connected more with this monodrone.
yeah, you've connected with your own NPCs, intentional and accidental, so much more than the character that's actually in the book that I'm supposed to help you guys get attached to.
Yeah, we have a character that's written in to help us with literally everything, and we're like, I don't know, what do you think, Ghost Me?
Yeah, like the skeletons and the echo are literally just your abilities, and the monodrone was just randomly assigned to me due to a ritual.
Mhm. Yep.
We're the best.
Yeah.
To be fair, Naoma is pretty fed up with Lulu's. I don't remember all of this. Like,
Oh
whole
no!
shtick. She's like, I
That's
don't know.
true.
It's like, well, then why are you here?
That is true.
Trying to get her memories back, man.
Naoma's
And
not
I'm not
convinced that we need her.
Yeah, and I'm not conveying that very well.
Yeah.
I like Lulu, I just forget she's here.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. Is she's more or less a non-combat NPC, so
Yeah.
she's not really there to really pinch hit at all.
See, Ian signed up to run one non-combat NPC. What he
And we
ended up
gave him-
running was like 5 to 10 at any given time.
Yeah, remember when Rhea was in the party?
Yeah,
And we never talked to her?
hmm And that ended up being great. That was fine. That ended up working. Because at the end it was just like Rhea was able to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay back here and help protect the city," and you guys were like, "Great, have fun."
Yeah.
You were
Meanwhile,
useless anyways.
Yep.
This
you've been-
walking basketball just appeared next to me and is now my best friend.
Mm. You can't
We gotta find a new friend for Threaten now.
like you
Mm.
can't you can only try so hard to make a friendship, and sometimes one just happens upon you.
That's true.
And then it's ripped away.
Oh, is Mike Wazowski's eye still open?
It is closed.
Okay. I was
It
going
is.
to close it if not.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is. He's not. We are
Does he have
spared
a
that.
slot that I can put a soul coin in him?
Maybe. He has, and we'll leave this till next time. He does have a mouth.
Maybe I could put a soul coin in him.
And, I mean, eyes and coins and the river Styx are very much a thing in many mythologies. So, who knows?
Or we got
Is there
a
a
giant
coin-
nutcracker.
Yeah, we just smash it against the nut.
Just stick the
Is that
nut
what
in
you
his
mean?
mouth and
We did it, everybody.
You did it. And yeah, so that's that'll be it for this evening. Thank all my players for for giving me these NPCs to torture them with. And
I'm sure we'll find more.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You will. But like one of these days, like is if I roll every time to see if it's gonna be Skelly that comes back. So I don't know. Maybe someday it'll just get destroyed.
I was
And
fully
that'll be it.
expecting him to not come back.
Who knows? It could just be a completely random other soul. Who knows? We'll see when the next time Skelly dies, because he doesn't have a lot of HP. Skeleton, like,
Does not.
does not.
It's true.
But yeah, so that'll be it for us. So thank you guys for watching. Thank everybody for playing. Come see us obviously next Monday for more of the Hellscape Navigators game. Watch us tomorrow as another party may die in the Riverton Mystery Club game.
Dun dun.
May or may not be a finale. I honestly don't know.
Oh, wow.
It's a short run.
Yep. Yeah, it was always supposed
Yeah,
to
it's a
be.
miniseries.
Yeah, it was always supposed to be a short run, but like, is that short run 3 episodes or 10? Like, really? Who knows? Depends on how
Is
much
that due to
damage.
solving the mystery or getting wrecked?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
You do both at the same time. You solve the mystery and then immediately die.
Yeah, in that regard,
Sounds
there's
about right.
something in here for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So tune in.
Tune in for that. That'll be great. And then yeah, Wednesday, as usual, Wing It Wednesday. Hopefully we'll be able to make it. We're gonna have somebody working on our cable here on Wednesday. So we shall see if we have the interweb in the evening. Signs point to
I hope
yes,
so, because
but
we
who
have,
knows?
I think the new season starts for
That's
Squadrons.
true. Yeah, it might. No. Is that? Anyway, there are new
think so,
helmets,
'cause it was
and I want to
6
see new
days.
helmets.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
said
true.
6 days on Wednesday, so
Okay, so yeah,
I think that means the next one should be Wednesday.
new helmets. New helmets, guys.
New helmets.
But yeah, so until any of those next times, I hope that everybody has a nice night and has a good time.
Now you can wave to
I.
me.
Yeah, now you can wave. Waving's fine now.
Bye. Make Mike Wazowski wave.